Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CEO Evening Show. Every Thursday at 6 p.m.
Hello guys, happy to see you. Welcome to our evening show. A lot of interesting news today. Hope you are doing well, and I'm happy that we are not under the war. So let's start with the good news. To expand from to other countries, and our next goal is the Warsaw. So I need Sasha for the conversation. Oh, hello, nice to see you. Sorry, I don't hear you, I believe. No sound, but if you want, we can. No. Just a moment. Do we hear Sasha? No. I think it's on your side. Unfortunately. Yeah, it's confirmed. Yeah, so what I can suggest, Sasha, if you want, we can go to the next topic, and then I will come back to you. Maybe something will be better. What do you think? Yeah, sorry, but try. You can contact Nikita. He is here. Yeah. See you. Okay, guys, then I suggest to... Yeah. So let's go to the next. And the next one is actually fundraising topic about fundraising service. And I hope that Alex or Vladimir... Oh,
everybody, it's
hello.
too big space, you know? Do you hear me, Dmitry?
Sorry. Yeah, they can see you very well.
Yeah, it's too well.
Yeah. So
Like,
okay.
I like my face, but not so, much.
Yeah, we are mobile friendly, so that's fine.
I can do this way. Yeah.
Okay.
I do my best. So I'm glad to announce, Nikita, I believe you have a bit troubles today after the podcast. So yeah, I'm glad to announce that we at R&D, really big man, big face, Vladimir big face. Glad to announce that here at R&D, we together with Alex Gorgun, actually it's main driver here is Alex Gorgun. He's preparing and building new fundraising package. It's quite new service here at Paralect, and we are going to help our customers especially on the early stage startups fundraise and get some money for development. Yeah, and here we're going to provide services such deep investigation in some domain and some topic, and prepare brainstorming and prepare new kind of solutions and help our customers to gather new ideas, new insights, and new thoughts on their idea. Also, we're going to help them to validate, prepare, and get feedback on their pitch deck and on their pitch strategy. Actually, we're going to help them because we have a lot of customers who already get some funds, and we also have internal products, and we usually have to pitch our products and our ideas. So we have, I believe, solid experience here, and we can help with pitching. Also, we currently working on lineup of advisory boards of great entrepreneurs with successful stories. Yeah, big money. Thanks, John. With successful stories who can share their experience on how and where we should focus on this fundraising and getting funds. Also, we have great service and a great idea about helping our clients and our partners to build financing strategy, actually, because it's a quiet issue to analyze and understand which you should get for this fundraising and which you should ask for this, and where you should get money, where you shouldn't, and actually help to build this long-term fundraising, because a lot of money, it's not always a great possibility and availability of something. It's also a great issue sometimes and problems, because it's kind of two-side coin. You should understand how much you should get, also, we preparing some kind of database of investors and guys with funds who want to invest. Just to prepare this database, we're searching for domain specific investors who understand this domain or specific topic or specific problem, so our clients can get more chances to get these funds. Mm-hmm. And for sure, we will support our partners till the exit, let's say.
Yeah, and I think that very interesting thing is that if you provide fundraising service, we definitely should also have some equity in this.
Sure.
In my opinion, and I believe in yours. That's very important for our
Yeah, it's also let's say insurance, that we're not just getting some green and go back. We aiming for long-term partnership with our clients to build with them great products, and we going to make them successful. So it's our main goal. That's why we're going to support them after this fundraising. We're going to help them, provide best services, provide best maybe advices that we can provide from our experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and, so it means that for everyone else who is hearing us, it's not just about the initial steps or initial assets creation. We are aiming to the end goal, helping to find investor, helping to get to that network, helping to build the best financial strategy, how much to raise, at what steps to do this, how much you should ask, what valuation you should aim. So of course we are not probably 100% of experts in this topic, but that's about building this expertise. And to my opinion, I think that's something really the high level possible part of any business, and that's the highest possible income we can get from this.
Yeah,
and the highest risk, of course, but that's always they are all together.
No risk, no income,
Of course.
Yeah. So, yeah, and also I would like to highlight one more time that is main driver here is Alex Gorgun. He's
why he's not participating?
He's working now, we are here just Dmitry talking, blah, 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 and doing some fun stuff, but Alex working now on these ideas, on projects, so he's really busy man. So yeah, I would like to say thanks to him, because it's really great job. He's done really great research, and yeah, currently we have strong vision what we're going to write, what we're going to build here at Paralect and DEIP.
Cool. Okay, then maybe next time we can present something. For instance, that page that you shared with me with the vision of high-level things
Yeah.
that need to be created. I think that's really something interesting. We can align all our work on top of this vision because that's like complete picture how to create your own business. Wow.
Yeah, and there are a lot of insights for entrepreneurs. So it's really interesting information, let's say. So
Okay.
you should check it. if you're entrepreneur, you should check it and see how business is made.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Then waiting for the next time with Alex, so maybe he can present his initial vision for this type of things. And again, thank you for joining me because you are the most active
Pleasure.
person who helps me. Without you, this podcast will not survive, right? At least in the beginning. And by the way, I also talked today with Julia from DEIP, and she will join us probably next time. So we are slowly growing this audience, and that's why it's very important that you are with me and helping. Thank you, man.
Thanks, Dimitri. Bye-bye.
Bye. Let's try again. Wow, you're here. Hello. I think.
Hello.
Oh, nice to see you. Finally. So I want.
How
Well,
is? Can you hear me?
yeah, pretty well.
Okay,
Pretty good. So
great.
we can start. By the way,
Nice to see you too. Thanks for having me.
of course. Just for everyone, I want to say that Sasha is the main responsible person who manage all the projects between two companies. So basically, you are kind of CEO of this organization on our side, on at Paralect. So what you can share with us as CEO of this organization about office in Warsaw?
Uh, well, we know that this topic is quite a hot one because a lot of people work in Warsaw and would like to have a home there. They can go and work and meet. So we have finally started some active activities, if I could say so, on this topic. We now DEIP that will be responsible for searching a great place for us and our DEIP partners, Warsaw, and also.
Oh, I think connection is really a bit bad. Let's try to stop video just to make sure that this is not because of this. Sorry,
Okay,
just a moment. So I think we missed
sure.
on the part when you said that Anna Lipai will be the person who is responsible for finding the office, and by the way, she will fly to Warsaw. Am I correct?
Yes, she is, and will be searching like on site. And I also said that we have a person from DEIP, his name is Igor, and he's already in Warsaw, and he's going to help us from the DEIP side to also search for the perfect place. And I hope that we'll have some options soon enough, and we'll share them with you, with everyone. Yeah, so really excited that we finally starting some active work on this initiative.
And when do you think Anna will be in Warsaw? By the way, thanks to Mike who corrected my pronunciation. Sorry.
Well, it depends a lot on the visa and documentation issues. I think we are now working on this question in regard to visas and so on. And as soon as we are done, I guess we'll know more when she's be there. But well, the sooner the better. That's the plan. So I hope it won't take long to get visa and so that she will be able to go there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. So plan is that Anna will fly to Warsaw. She will start to like look for the offices.
Right.
Then on the March 15, uh, like
Right.
Igor will join us from the DEIP side, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So I think it will be realistically
Yes.
that we will have something in April. Am I correct? At least some decision or maybe some options that we're really considering to rent, right? Like,
Uh, yes, I think so. It really very much depends on what kind of place we find. So if it is something like a co-working, then it won't take a lot of time and well energy to turn it into the office because well most of the stuff will be already there, like
mhm,
tables and computers and so on. And
uh-huh.
if it is something different, that may take more time, but I hope, yes, somewhere in April, maybe even the first part of April, we'll have some real options of the office. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, cool. Thank you then for this update. Of course, a lot of people are waiting for the news, and I know that you created some Telegram channel between different people, so you are like actively organizing all of this, and I think that things are really moving right now forward. Am I correct?
Yes, you're right.
Okay. Thank you then for this update, and we go to the next topic. By the way, with you, so please stay there. Key manager of this. Now sound again.
Hello again.
Hello.
Hi.
Try.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Just try to turn on the.
Hello.
Oh,
Okay, I'll try. I don't know what happened with my internet connection today. Yeah, it's okay.
yeah,
Cool.
much
Maybe
better.
we'll have a couple of minutes of me. Cool. Okay. So I'll try to be quick, but there are some, well, quite interesting updates in some of our initiatives with DEIP. First of all, let's talk about the DEIP Accelerator. If you remember from the previous time I've been here, they've chosen 5 products. How is my sound, video? Everything is okay?
Yeah, I hear you really well.
Okay, cool. Uh, okay, cool. So they've chosen 5 products to be on the first track of the accelerator. And for the well, during the previous week, we were working with 2 of them. One is dedicated to well music domain, and the other one to Belarusian art.
Mhm.
They also will be connected with NFT and blockchains and so on. So on formulating MVP scope and finding out what their value proposition is, how they may well find and target their customers with the MVP. So there've been a lot of discussions. and now they have the MVP formulated and focus on the pitch deck for investors and landing for marketing activities and product idea validation. It's been quite an interesting journey working with the product teams, and we are looking forward to the next step when they start thinking of MVP, and maybe Paralect will be their partner, will help them to develop this MVP.
Hmm. Okay, got it. And I think that there is also some,
Moving forward, yeah,
I mean, also there are some updates about the budgeting strategy. Am I correct? So at least we have some scheme defined, but still we are trying to understand everything, right?
Yes, because everything is changing all the time. There are two parts of investment that DEIP is ready to do for the accelerator products. And the first one, the small one, it depends, but the main focus for the teams right now would be the product and marketing activities, making the idea and the product as visible as possible, reaching out to as much as many investors as possible. But again, it's quite hard to gain some investments if you don't have an MVP. So, considering that they will be focusing on marketing activities, they still would need to develop an MVP. And right now, we're trying to understand whether it is going to be within this first small investment from DEIP, or it will be even not from DEIP, but from some other investors. So yeah, this is quite a question right now. And a lot of discussions are happening, but I think it's okay. Well, it's just the first track, and they are still figuring out how they want to do these DEIP accelerator products, and we are trying also to help them and help product teams. So I hope, with time, things will get more clear, of course.
Yeah, of course. And I know that you probably connected with Alena. Am I correct? Because we also like blocked on our marketing site how to market it. We also have some unclear, really like I don't know how to say like rules for this program, right? And everyone trying to understand. You are
Yeah.
leading this process, and I just want to highlight that's 100% normal situation, especially if you are leading something or driving something.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course, you are trying to make it clear that
sure, sure. Uh, yeah, but again, we just need some time to figure out things because, different people have a bit of different visions how it should work, and we just need to sync all together, and it takes time, but it's totally fine.
yeah.
I'm
Thank you.
sure we'll get better soon. Yeah. Some updates. We for the past several weeks, Anton Sapluk have been working on an investor app also for DEIP. They are planning to launch one more pre-sales round prior to the IDO event when they go public. And before this app, they've been doing a lot of things manually, like sending out contracts to investors and getting in touch with them. And with the help of this web app, which actually has been deployed today and presented today, this app will make things very much easier for them. And DEIP are pretty happy. They are now testing the app, and we'll be looking forward for their feedback. Maybe some things we need to change. Like today or tomorrow, because the pre-sale starts on 22nd of February, like in 3 days. So don't have a lot of time. But it's really great how Anton managed to, practically do the whole app in several weeks, and it works fine. It covers the flow. So much respect to Anton. It was great. So I hope it will help DEIP with the flow and with attracting more investors.
Yeah, and I even can add about this application is that this application is something that will also be part of our system that we are thinking about, like kind of accelerator. And like what the system is doing, as you correctly said, this is like pre-sale process before IDO. So in ideal world, we should create something that will help like people to pre-sale before any public fundraising. So we can even say that there is private fundraise and public fundraise. So what Anton is creating, he's creating this first part, private pre-sale, and I'm sure that Alex is happy to give us his expertise, and that will be also part of our system. I will also talk today about like these steps. So things that you are looking right now is really very, very important for everyone in the company, I believe. So thanks, Anton.
Well, cool. That's yeah. And one more update on another product that we are working on. It's Arhead. Again, it's our like one of the first chance to dive into the blockchain and NFT world deeper. We have Zhenya and Pasha. They are working on the smart contract and minting functionality and doing all backend part for our partner Airhead. They are doing the front end, and we are currently in the middle of second sprint, and we've already done the basic minting flow and creating an SDK and put all the methods there. And today, again, we shared it with Airhead, and they now can start using these methods on their platform and attaching front end to the backend, which is really amazing. Like, it's been only a week and a half, and the basic flow of minting an NFT from the AR object is already there. The whole flow is in testnet so far. We still need to deploy it to mainnet, but it's working okay, and you can mint an NFT and post it on OpenSea or Rarible. Again, it's a test mode. So it's amazing. Thanks to Zhenya and Pasha for their hard work. That was great, actually. And more to come. There will be some challenges with this flow, royalties and cross-platform royalties charging, but I think with such a great team, we'll definitely manage all the challenges.
Yeah, I think that's also something important for us as we are doing this first time. So thanks for the team because that's really
Yeah.
amazing, as people say. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And the final update about the equity swap between DEIP and Paralect, it's almost there, almost finalized. As far as I know, all the documents are signed, and we have just some final steps to do to make it 100% official.
Yeah.
So almost there. Yeah. Also really great.
Yeah, so this process really is like almost finished, but all the docs are finalized and actually signed. So yeah, like in a couple of weeks, we probably will celebrate it. And I think IDO event will highlight it once again.
Yeah. That's it from me.
Yeah, thank you
No
very much.
updates anymore.
Yeah, and it's really, I think, very important that you are trying to collect all this news about different projects. And yeah, it happened like most of them are like all of them in Web3 kind of universe. So it's really interesting for us to get these updates from you, and looking forward to hear you next time, of course. Yeah.
Sure, I'm looking forward as well. Thank you very much for having me.
Participation. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
I'm welcome Igor, our CTO at Paralect. Nice to see you. How we doing?
Hello.
How we
Can you
doing?
hear me well?
Yeah,
Because it's first time I use this app and I don't know how to act.
yeah, it's like all perfect. How we doing this day?
Doing fine. I'm having a video session with Lara right after our podcast. So today is like content day for me. So I'm a
Okay,
bit
so
nervous. I haven't prepared anything, not to your podcast, not for the video. So I will improvise.
don't worry. Let's really talk together. That's fine.
So you want to know who CTO is?
Of course. Yeah. So what this topic means, Igor?
Okay, yeah, let's start with the actual intro that Dmitry made, like who is CTO, and then I'll switch to why we are searching for CTOs when I am a CTO, like whether I'm step down or not. So for me, the CTO is a person who combines their technical and engineering knowledge with business knowledge through product management. I touch a lot even in this small sentence, and it's possible to add a lot of more details in any word here, like engineering or product management or business. There is so much work that the ideal CTO should handle. In our case, in Paralect, we are mostly born in the early stage startups, and with the goal to grow them to their next stage startups or to unicorn. That's eventual goal, bigger. So for us, CTOs and the products, they all combine different set of their traits that I just mentioned, because you need a different set of traits on different phase of products. The first one, when you come with a raw idea, your goal is to launch as quickly as possible, actually validate as quickly as possible, even without launching, talking to users, understand their needs, understand what they actually want, or get it through the conversations, and basically not building anything that is not needed to build until you find your product or market fit. So in the early stage, you really need to move fast. You don't need to follow complicated process. It's better to work in smaller teams. You're breaking things and it's fine. So your goal is to move quicker and build on the thing that you need to build. But once you found product market fit, the different mode is turned on, because you no longer need to just to build things, validate things, remove things, add another thing. You need to scale what you already built for the users that like your features, that use new features, and scale the product further. That involves both scaling the team itself, so adding new team members, and scaling the tech so it can handle the load. So in this case, you definitely need to have a good CTO, need to have a good hiring skills, good management, leadership skills. Engineering is more important in this phase because it deals with data. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
So it's a lot. Yeah, so it's a lot. So what I'm trying to say, the ideal person, they're not existent. So we're trying to research the market and see who we can actually get and find the projects that suit them best. So for that, let's come to the topic. We just opened the new job on our website. I'll go through it once figure it. Let's make sure start sharing screen right now.
Just a moment, it will come up.
Yeah, just click sharing. Do you see my screen?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so that's a new position that we just opened on our join page, join.paralect.com. If somebody didn't see it here, how it looks like. And you can see that here in the third position, we added the architect system design engineer. That's what I'm talking about. We didn't call it CTO on purpose because it might confuse people. And the goal with this first launch of this job opening is to test who the people that will apply and to see whether they actually fits our requirements, and then change and until it works well for us. So first of all, I used the similar framework that Dmitry went over during the last podcast. I went through my own blog post, through my own article, how to make a job posting stand out. And I used the previous job that I built using this framework for Node.js developers. So don't confuse these jobs, Node.js. You can see that here is the green t-shirt, here's the white, the architect system design engineer. So you can see here the banner is different. So it's stupid, it's ugly, but I'm learning to draw, and I just start with that. It's an MVP, so we treat this job posting like an actual MVP product. So we don't want perfect, we want feedback. So here it's actual architecture of CEOES, our pattern that we use in a lot of products. It looks ugly, but it still makes sense here. So going back to the job, the important bits of information, like who we think the good CTO is, following my intro, difficult intro that I started. So first of all, the briefly skills are full stack development, data and database, definitely, system design, simplicity first, DevOps, leadership, and execution. The interesting part about this job opening that we're not tied to any programming language like JavaScript, .NET, Java, whatever. You can find even these words on this page. And we stated here in language once again because we want to see the response and see whether great people in this areas, and they are there. And so we don't think that their underlying language is so important for this role. Data and database is historically the most inspiring part working in Paralect. So we applied a lot of data-based architecture and evolving them. The projects, we're trying to simplify data, we're trying to model it right with the generalized model for MongoDB, for normalized for SQL databases. We're synchronizing data between the databases. We believe that data should be duplicated, must be duplicated in their apps to scale. So you definitely need to deal a lot with data. So that's why it's gone second as a second requirement. And that's actually the issue that we see on some of our projects when teams are not applying the correct way to design these schemas, and it can lead to terrible consequences. So it will block team to grow and business thrive. So system design, it's definitely important for system design engineer, so I won't stop here. But what we mean by system design, it's architecture. It's basically drawing this, the pictures like this, but explaining what they mean. Simplicity first, it's interesting because I put it in the last item first, but then Andrew Orsic asked to put it up. So we require simplicity even more than leadership in the sense, because we don't want to for our CTOs to engineer their products to be difficult to apply a cup architecture on the prototypes. We just want them to build the thing that is needed to build and understand and analyzing what they think that is needed to be built. So that's why it makes sense that Andrew asked me to put the simplicity upper in this list. DevOps, for sure, you need to align your teams, you need to set up their good process for development. Leadership, for sure, because you'll need to lead the teams and you'll need to lead the multiple teams. Here in Paralect, because in Paralect, it's important to mention that we are not building a single product, we're building a group of products for our partners. Some of them have their own CTOs and there are some of them not. So the people who join us at these positions, they will need to work with the founders and probably with CTOs and figure out what will be best for the specific product. What is interesting in this job now also, because it's the niche is not wide, so we don't expect a lot of application. So I wanted to show the roadmap how to prepare for an interview, just to not waste our and the candidate time and show more what we desire the candidate to know. So our basic thing that I mentioned here is that we'll ask you to design a news feed from any popular social network, because I think it's amazing exercise and a very good example of difficult architectures, because the news feed is involving caching, it's involving the rebuilding these caches, so replaying. It involves interesting problems like celebrity problem, when you don't want just to shoot millions of events, or when some big account post their news. You need to index it and make it searchable. So there are so many things just to speak, even just about this single task about the newsfeed. But for those who don't have any idea how to build this newsfeed, I also attached the great resources that we recommend here in Paralect, and I'm personally monitoring all these resources myself. I think the design data intensive applications is the best book. So if anybody just understands this book, it will be just enough, because to understand it, you should have a great experience actually. But it can get you to this great experience. And I mentioned a few other resources in YouTube channels and so on that will help people to interview, and even just a bunch of words so they can read through them and prepare more. So as far as possibility, I said that as we have a lot of products, we are not looking for one typical CTO that will handle this single product and grow, but rather we are looking for the person who will work with multiple teams, not a huge amount of teams. We think about like 2 for a single person, just to keep them focused. But yeah, the specifically that you'll need to work with the stars on the different phases and the different teams. You need to launch them, you need to support, you need to scale data, you need to add business intelligence, and so on. Of course, researching architectures, we don't want to apply one architecture for many years if it doesn't make sense. So this person need to have these research skills and treat any problem critically first. So whether the solution that I know is the best for today, but at the same time make a decision quickly. And of course, fixed stability, scalability issue in the products, and so on. I won't stay here for too long. The interesting thing here is also this Paralect and system design, because I just want to ask for a lot without giving our history first. So I did a bit of history that shows that we are serious about system design from the first day, so people can learn more about us in this sense. And of course, we're promoting other things like building personal brands with us, because we really want all people who join us publish their knowledge, teach their teammates, teach me, our leadership team for whatever they're good at, and publish their knowledge online. So we choose it as a main feature of Paralect for the CTO that will join us. So that's basically it for this vacancy. So let me stop.
Let's close.
Yeah, so as I said, that the first version we just roll out. So we already spoke with our recruitment team. They asked their own questions. So our goal is to see the feedback from the applicants that will apply, to see whether we got their profile right or wrong, to speak with the people who will apply, and then change the requirements to the way that we actually liked. So this job will be actual for a longer time, or just close this job if it doesn't make sense. It's also will be the great decision, but we hope that it will work.
Yeah, but am I correct that it also means that our teams can like expect at some time, maybe in a half a year, in a year, to be working with someone who will have these skills? What do you think?
Do you mean if we can find it fast enough?
I think 1 year. Why not?
1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah, in 1 year, everything's possible. So I have no doubt that I will find it 1 year. And teams already work on these people. We just want even the people who already work on this, they're great engineers. We are not calling them CTOs, but we probably should. So that's also correspond to your previous topic from previous podcast, that we want to build these companies that every piece of company manage it themselves, and of course we'll need the separate CTO, CEO for each of the products.
Yeah.
So we already have the CTOs, we just didn't change their names yet.
Exactly. And yeah, let's speak about this interesting thing that I think not everyone really understand, like how we are trying to make sure that we have projects, and for these projects or even products or even companies, we want to assign these top level things eventually, right? And the idea is that we will have many CTOs in the company, many CEOs, and so on. So can you explain what does it mean for you, and why do you think it makes sense?
For me personally,
Yeah. So
or
what?
for anyone who wants to do this. Okay, yeah, so it's the same actually. Yeah, so my goal is as probably any good manager. I'm trying to be a good manager. I'm not saying I'm a good manager, but my goal is to get out of all the things that I can get out from. So I don't want to be involved in every activity that I'm involved with today, but I usually need to jump in it to help people. But it's not like I need them 100%. So probably they can even solve this issue themselves if they have more power. So for me, it means giving more power to the teams to make their own decisions, to make their own bets, to become better entrepreneurs through making these decisions. And for me to step in out of the things that doesn't need me there. So, for
And
example, I don't.
taking other things, because I'm stepping out all my life, and it will never end. But what you are doing, you are giving possibility for someone to be together with you, learn from you, and grow with you. That's something that will pay
Yeah.
off to everyone in the company.
Yeah, that's true. So I'm floating the things to other people, so they grow and they make their own decision and actually become more independent in their lives and their careers. And hopefully, Paralect will give them everything, so they stay with the company after they become greater entrepreneurs.
Yeah, basically we are trying to scale the company. Am I correct?
Yeah, and it's a great thing that you said about taking new responsibilities. I was watching some podcasts recently. I think it's My First Million podcast, and there was a person who built a big company, and he said that on the early stage of actually it was founder of Grammarly. I remember who it was. So Grammarly is a Ukrainian product that's now valuated in, I believe, tens of billions of dollars. So it's really a great company with a great product principle. So they also built MVP and so on. So he said that in the early stage of the startups, you expect that you're doing the most difficult part now, and that the life will become easier. But as soon as you grow, your life become more and more difficult. So that should be something that you should be aware of and be excited about. So I'm excited about taking new challenges, and I know that they will come.
Okay, yeah, I heard that it's not easy because you are continue to getting more responsibility, even in personal life, in business, in friendship, and all this stuff. You're taking more and more responsibilities. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's interesting that it will never be never.
Yeah, but it's important to not to stress about it. It's important
Mm.
to treat it as a gift. So you now have this problem that you would never had last year or
Mhm.
last month. So the quicker you get these problems, the better you are.
Yeah, I think that's really motivates me a bit after this speech because I feel like I never getting everything from my life, like everything something every time something not done. There are a lot of things that I'm planning that are failing, like all these things. So how things are going for you? Do you feel that everything is done today?
In my personal life.
Personal, business, work. Like how do you feel? Also, like it's never ending.
Yeah, I feel that it's never ending, and trying to embrace that and to fix the things that I want actually to fix, and not stressing about things that I don't actually care about. So I'm trying to figure out what are the things that are stressing me, what's inspiring me, and what's making me cry.
Yeah, interesting, because I also I feel like I used to these millions of things that I unfinished, and that's
Yeah.
when I really start to I believe to live a bit, because it's cool that you are also thinking that that's okay, because some
Yeah, I
people
think-
can say that you are lazy, you are not caring, or you are like not getting things seriously.
Okay, I have a different perspective about like the people who are happy with everything that they've done, that think that everything that they built is a masterpiece, that everything is under control in their life. I believe that's the opposite side of being a bit dumb.
Also,
So,
but
yeah, you can be dumb when you're taking everything and just stressing out about it, and you can dumb when you're not taking responsibility. So
so
it's a
again,
very
balance.
balance, yeah. And
Oh yeah.
balance is difficult. I'm learning, so probably I'll tell you more on a different episode.
Yeah, cool. Thank you for like joining and sharing all these things, and would like to talk with you next time. And yeah, do you know that Julia will join us next time? So I'm working to bring this audience here, and yeah. So maybe, and by the way, topic that she want to speak about is life and hate of Web3. Like
Okay,
again,
that's
it
good.
will be a topic to discuss all the different angles. So hope that you will also join us.
Okay. Yeah, I can
Thank
bring
you.
it.
Good luck
Thank you.
with this session. Bye.
Bye bye.
What about right now? Guys, do you see me? The same? Kirill writing things are the same? Thank you, Mike. Okay, so basically we have already received 5 proposals for the pop-up office. And I'm not sharing who these people are, because that will be something that we are preparing for the next show. And I want to say that we have 4 days that is left that you can really submit your application. And if you will win, then you will have a ticket, round-trip ticket to this office that we're really planning to open soon. So basically, very soon we will have 2 locations on the globe that we are opening. First one is in Poland, and the second one is we're still voting. And I think that's all for today, because I want I need a bit more time for the next topic. So thank you guys for you. Looking forward to talk with you next time. By the way, if you can help me and give me some updates, or maybe participate in this show next time, it will be really great. What I'm planning to do is that, and together with the marketing team, we will first of all, it will be one website where we will list all the topics with all the short videos, so that you can really look for the topic you really want. And this is number one. The second, we want to put publish these topics in our main channels. It means that sooner it will be much more active community around this show. So hope that you can participate and help me build this. And yeah, we are really talking about everything that happens at Paralect, and I'm doing everything to make it as transparent as possible. Thank you. Bye.